It's Levack and Goz on 104.5 The Team.
The Knicks did indeed win 4 straight. Now they're in 5th in the East. If everything ended today, they'd be a playoff team, the 5th seed. Ian Begley, ESPN, ESPN.com joins us. Beggs, how excited can I be? How realistic is this 5th seed thing I'm talking about?
Well, listen, if they stay healthy, I don't see any reason why they can't continue to win games at this clip. You know, we don't know what the rest of the Eastern Conference is going to do. We don't know if teams are going to creep up. Teams are going to fall by the wayside. But I do think if Derrick Rose can remain healthy and if Jeff Hornacek can continue to push the right buttons with his lineups, which he's done for most of the season, I think this club can certainly sneak into the playoffs and get all the way up to that 5th or 4th seed if things break right.
Wow. Is tonight the biggest time to evaluate this team? If they keep it close within single digits of the best team in the Eastern Conference, the Cleveland Cavaliers, is it almost a moral victory, I guess, for Knicks fans?
Yeah, it's a tough night tonight for them because they're coming off of a back-to-back. You know, this is the second game of a back-to-back. They played on the road last night in Miami. They may be without starting point guard Derrick Rose, who had back spasms in that Miami game, left in the third quarter, did not return. So this is a tough night to evaluate the Knicks. You know, yes, they're home, but the defending champs have had a couple of days off. They're well rested, and they have some momentum. So what you're seeing, I think, tonight is really just a measuring stick of where the Knicks were in the beginning of the season compared to where they are now, because they lost by 25 to Cleveland in the opener. I don't think it's going to be that bad tonight. I'm pretty confident that it won't be, considering the improvements the Knicks made. So I think that's how you look at this game tonight. More of a measuring stick of where they've come rather than looking at it as a one-night referendum against the defending champs.
Ian Begley, Knicks insider for ESPN. Phil Jackson making all the headlines for this matchup. Should he apologize? Is there any? I mean, I've never used posse as a negative term, and I didn't think he was trying to do that either. Does he need to apologize?
You know, I just think if he said, I didn't mean it that way, I think if he said something like that, it would go a long way and it would really have nipped this thing in the bud. You know, I think it could have been as simple as that, but Phil, I guess he didn't think that he did anything wrong. He didn't feel like there was a need to clarify. I think the problem there is it's not about Phil and LeBron per se, but it's about the Knicks organization and the perception of the organization and Phil Jackson by other players. And that matters because one of the quote-unquote posse, as Phil called them, of LeBron James is Rich Paul. Rich Paul is one of the top agents in the NBA, has some big-name clients who the Knicks may want to go after in free agency in the next few seasons. And I have to think that Phil's comments there hurt the Knicks' chances to land a Rich Paul client.
Well, hopefully that's in the future still, but tonight the big focus is on if the Knicks can beat the Cavaliers, what gives the Knicks the best chance to pull off the upset?
A healthy Derrick Rose. You know, I don't know how healthy he's going to be. Back spasms are tricky, but if you have a healthy Derrick Rose, he gets things going for this club on offense. He gets to the basket at will. It's really impressive the way he's gotten to the rim and finished at the rim. Now, Brandon Jennings is certainly not a bad substitute if the Knicks do not have Rose. Jennings has done an incredible job distributing the ball from that point guard slot with the second unit. So if he can do that with the first unit tonight, you know, it's not a massive drop-off, but certainly, you know, it's better for the Knicks if they have a healthy Rose and a healthy Jennings going into the game.
Ian Begley with us, and Beggs, we know you're up against it. I'm just going to let you in on my game. Every time I hear the word posse tonight, I'm taking a shot, so I expect to be drunk by the half.
I like it. Yeah, I don't think you're going to make it to the end here. It's going to be a long night for you and whoever's hanging out with you.
Beggs, man, we appreciate you. We look forward to talking to you in the near future.
Thanks, fellas. Take care.